Imagine having a password to a fortune worth hundreds of millions of dollars. Now, imagine you've forgotten it, and you only have 2 guesses left before it's gone forever. This isn't a movie plot. It's the real-life nightmare of programmer Stefan Thomas. Back in the early days of crypto, Stefan created an animated video called "What is Bitcoin?" for a client. His payment, 7,000 to Bitcoins. At the time, they were worth just a few $1,000s. He stored them in a digital wallet on a tiny, military-grade encrypted USB drive called an IronKey. He wrote down the password on a piece of paper, and then, at some point, he lost it. The IronKey is designed for ultimate security. It allows exactly 10 password attempts. After the 10th failed try, the drive automatically erases its encryption keys, making the data inside permanently inaccessible. As the years passed, Bitcoin's value skyrocketed. That forgotten handful of coins ballooned into a colossal fortune. Realizing what he was sitting on, Stefan decided it was time to cash in. He dug out the IronKey and started trying every password he could remember, old patterns, common phrases, anything that felt familiar. One attempt, then another, then another. After 8 failed tries, a terrifying reality set in. He had just 2 chances left, 2 guesses between him and a fortune that was now worth over $240 million. The psychological pressure was immense. Stefan described sleepless nights, his mind racing through endless combinations. He'd walk to his computer, convinced he'd cracked the code, only to be met with another rejection. The anxiety became so overwhelming that he eventually stopped trying altogether. The risk of one final wrong guess was too great. His story went viral. News headlines screamed about the man locked out of a $250 million treasure chest. At Bitcoin's peak, that fortune was worth over $700 million. The irony was brutal. A man who helped introduce the world to Bitcoin couldn't even access his own. For a while, Stefan tried to make peace with his loss. He continued his career, becoming the CTO at Ripple and founding a new web startup. He moved on, even as the world remained obsessed with his locked-up wealth. But then, the story took a new turn. Cybersecurity firms started emerging, claiming they had found ways to crack IronKey drives without triggering the self-destruct sequence. A company called Unciphered even demonstrated a technique that could allow them to try billions of passwords, bypassing the 10-try limit. Suddenly, what seemed impossible now felt possible, but it's not that simple. Stefan reportedly has verbal agreements with other recovery teams, creating a complicated web of promises and potential payouts. He's even turned down some offers. So, a standoff remains, a potentially crackable device, a fortune frozen in time, and a man who has to decide if he's willing to take the ultimate gamble. Today, those 7,002 bitcoins are still visible on the public blockchain, a digital monument to a forgotten password. Their value fluctuates with the market, constantly reminding everyone of what's at stake, unless Stefan greenlights a recovery attempt that actually works. Those coins might just stay there forever, permanent, multi-million-dollar ghost haunting the blockchain. His story has become the ultimate cautionary tale of the crypto world. A harsh lesson that with total control comes total responsibility. Because in the world of digital fortunes, there is no forgot password button. Thanks for watching. If you found this story as fascinating as I did, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next video. See you next time.